I'm Michael Liebhauser. I'm primarily a stage performer, and then I also teach stage combat and do choreography. And here I'm specifically the choreographer for Treasure Island at Bishop Hendricken.
Retreat. Double retreat.
A stage combat choreographer is the person who creates the simulated violence that happens on stage in a play, and ideally does so in a way that is safe and repeatable and tells whatever story it is that the play needs the violence to tell. And you're stepping up onto the platform, high to low. So if I was going to teach like the most basic cut with a weapon like this, is going to be what we'd call the fishing line cut. It'd be the start of most bits of choreography. You would have a student find an on guard, which you would do by get your feet just a little wider than hip width apart, and take a step back with your right foot so that you've got a nice three-dimensional stance. Then bend your knees so that they're comfortable. Take your hips, like they've got spotlights pointed at the person you're fighting. Your shoulders are in line with your hips. And now get your hands out in front of you and nice and alive. And that's an on guard. I was initially drawn to stage combat because it's cool. When I was in college, the storytelling element of it became something that was really fascinating to me. Just got out of the way, and that momentum comes right to the hip because you're gonna now run her straight through. Good. So these are a couple of the swords that we're using for Treasure Island. They're stage-safe replicas of cutlasses. With a weapon like this, especially for this show, we're aiming for something quite swashbuckling. So the exact historical accuracy of how the weapon would have been used and what is exactly martially dangerous and correct, that goes by the wayside. The most common combat you get asked to do is either what dueling arts broadly calls contemporary violence. It's like sort of a hyper-realistic approach to contemporary fighting.
Okay.
This show doesn't live there. This lives in the golden age of sail, so everyone's got a big old cutlass, and in some cases a very piratey gun. Get your weapon like this. Just big swing up and down.
I have a rifle that I use, and after I fire at one of the pirates, I kind of wield it as a club, and I swing down on people.
So you just have to try to teach exactly the techniques you're going to use for the fight.
He is just like having me and Jacob, just learning our moves, just using our swords, just making sure we have the right footing, good stance.
You're gonna get shot right away.
Oh goodness. So I'm a beggar. It's like in the very beginning of the first act.
I'm Blind Pew and Calico Jack. I'm using the firearms, so the movements of the shot and the timing too, and how you have to move back.
Well, he's very good at explaining things, and he's a great demonstrator. And I learned a lot of reloading, musket reloading stuff from him, because that's pretty much all I do, because I die.
Nice.
There's a lot of intense scenes between either just one or two people and then big group scenes where we're using swords and guns and all that.
Dink, dink, chase, and then those two can exit that way, those two are exiting that way. Don't know what we do with Long John Silver yet, but something really good and cool.
All right, folks, so we're gonna do a fight call for the full show. So sequential order from the first prologue scene.
Got it. Buddy, hold him down.
Stop your sport! He saw the set and he saw the scene. He's like, I think it would be really cool if they fight up the stairs. And I'm like, okay, you're the professional, so I'm gonna trust you. And it was always the one that was a little nerve-wracking because it's a big set.
A lot of the steps are different heights. And we have one performer who's got to fight walking backwards up that the whole time. So that is definitely the biggest challenge we have. If I have a nemesis in this production, it is this stair unit. It has given me more trouble than anything else. The swords are great, kids are great, but this guy's really, he's got it out for me. Keep it quiet, okay. Flynn, even further over, minute to minute. My task, did you learn something? Did you get a sense of what this is like as a thing to learn and to do in the world? And do I feel good about walking away from this and leaving a sword in the hand of a teenager who's going to swing it at another teenager?
Jim, where are you going? Hold right back my bullets!
He'll have you run through it slow. For example, the other day, I was working with my stage partner, Jacob, once again. And when I went to go stab him, he was telling me that's almost at performance speed.
You have to be thinking about what is safe, what is repeatable, what's clear to an audience.
You have to slow it down, but make sure that it's more fluid and more smooth when you're doing it, so that you're actually perfecting your movements. And then eventually you can bring it to performance speed.
He's got the map!
There's been so much improvement in what they're doing. It's really cool. It's really great. I find it's obviously a big reward of doing the thing. 1 second, that's gonna be the big fight. I'm gonna sneak and just take a quick peek at something. Now that was way better. That was way better.
Oh, look up like that.
Hi, my name's Jacob Magiaga. I play George and Mary in Bishop Hendrick's, what's this play called again? Treasure Island. Sorry, there's a lot has happened. A lot has happened. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, there is a lot of emotions going through me, regardless of how many times I tell myself I can't do it, doubt myself, that I'm gonna mess up. I tell myself, no, this is what Miss P has been talking about. Miss P was always, why not you? Why not me? And always focuses on a positive mindset.
Michael couldn't be here tonight for our opening. That's kind of how it works with fight choreographers, especially in educational theater. He came in, set this for us, and then we had to go off and fly on our own tonight.
Michael has been walking us through, been very patient, especially through how emotional and such a physical and mental toll it takes on me and Lucas on our bodies. It's very amazing to finally see this come into fruition.
Bam, so we can see it was like fingertips across cheeks.
Michael really brought out the best of me with that performance. He opened up a way for me to express myself. Oh, 100%. Hello, Miss P.
Hey, Jacob.
I'm here.
So how do you feel like it went?
I think it went very well, very well.
Yeah.
The sword fight went amazing.
I got a little anxious for a minute when you started that you guys were like really high energy and that a sword might go flying.
Maybe I was a little bit too aggressive at first, but we toned it down.
Anything you'd say to Michael who taught you some of your moves?
Thank you, Michael. I wish you the best of luck. You made a star. See ya.
You can't make this stuff up.
If you want to know what's going on,